Good morning. I'm just waiting for my pour over coffee to finish so that I can put it into a bulletproof coffee. I already had my lemon water. I had about 8 ounces or so of warm, not too warm lemon water with about half of a lemon squeezed into it. Alright, so I'll show you what I'm going to do for my bulletproof coffee. Okay, so I'm kind of playing around with bulletproof coffee and a bit of intermittent fasting just a couple of days a week. So bulletproof coffee is, well, I'm trying the beans from the company Bulletproof. It's super expensive, but I thought I'd give it a shot. So it's half calf with this and then decaf, and it's about 8 ounces of coffee that I'm going to pour into my Vitamix with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin coconut oil and pasture Kerrygold butter, and this is the one without salt. The first time I made bulletproof, I used regular Kerrygold from Costco that I did not know had salt in it, so that wasn't so tasty. So here we go. Okay, so I frothed it up for about 30 seconds or so in the Vitamix, and I'm going to pour it in here because I highly recommend, if you're going to drink this, to drink it with a lid. Or else you get buttery lips, and that's not so fun. Okay, so my first meal, my real food of the day, is going to be a very typical protein shake for me. The only thing that's different really is that I'm trying this coconut milk from Costco instead of their unsweetened almond milk. So that's the only difference really. But so I started with about 12 ounces of that, 8 to 12 ounces. And then I put in 2 scoops of collagen peptides, which is about 22 grams of protein, and then about 1/4 of a cup, I think, kind of estimated, the pure egg white protein powder. And then 1 scoop of this Craving Cocoa chocolate deliciousness that is from Metabolic Effect. I didn't like it that much at first, but I really like it in smoothies. It gives it an awesome chocolate flavor. And then about 3 handfuls, really generous handfuls of organic baby spinach. And then I topped it off with about 1/3 of a cup of frozen chopped up zucchini. So that's all going to get blended up, and a little splash of vanilla. I forgot to say that. So that is going to get blended up and be my first meal of the day around noon.
Hey, so I snuck out. I brought my shake to the beach. I have a babysitter for about 3 hours. I've been doing that while Ollie's been out of school for the summer to get a little bit of me time and work time in. So I brought my work that I can do without a computer here to the beach. I'm going to do some reading and drink my shake, which is my first real food of the day, besides the coffee, besides bulletproof. So here we go.
So I'm back home. It's about 3.5 hours later. It's about 3:30. I have a couple client calls, so I'm going to be on the phone for a while. So I'm going to drink some of my green juice. I made this yesterday, so it's about half of the green juice. I make a big batch, and then I usually drink half of it and then save the other half for the next day. So this has spinach and fennel and parsley and green apple, ginger, what else? I'm blinking. Cucumber. And I can think of it in Spanish, apio, celery in it as well. So I'm about to drink this, get on my calls, and then I'm going to have some more food after that. A little more substantial, maybe a little bit more protein and veggies to get me through and get me ready for a workout this afternoon.
Hey, okay, so I just got back from my workout. Whew, it is humid today. I'm still sweating. I'm still catching my breath, but biked home. And I wanted to tell you what I had for a little snack before and after my workout. So I was actually starving, had that juice, the green juice, during my calls. Then I had a few bites of this bar. Sorry, I'm so sweaty. And I love these Wella bars. They're kind of dangerous almost. If I have them, I have to be kind of careful of not overeating them when they're in my fridge. So I had a few bites because I felt like I needed a little blood sugar boost, and before we went to the gym. And then I did deadlifts, so I'll tell you about my workout. And then I had the rest of this when I was on my way home, when I finished my workout before we biked. And now I'm going to eat a really late lunch, or kind of early dinner, really. So I did for my workout, I did deadlifts in a style that I learned from Jill Coleman, Jill Fit, and that is to do 12 reps. I kind of warmed up with just the bar, so 45 pounds, doing deadlifts and sumo deadlifts with a wider stance. And I did, you know, like 10 or so of each of those just without any weight on it. Then I loaded the bar, I think with 100 and something pounds, low, kind of 105 pounds, and did 12 reps. Then I increased the weight by about 20 pounds. Wow. Sorry, the air and water show is happening in Chicago, and they're obviously practicing with the jets. So, sorry about that. So, and then I did 12 reps, and then 9 reps with a little higher weight, and then 6 reps with higher weight still, and then 3 reps with my highest weight, which was 150 pounds today. And then I went back down to another, the weight, and did 12 more reps, and finished out. And then I did a power conditioning circuit by my friend Chrissy King of Chrissy King Fitness, which you should check out her stuff for sure. And it was killer. It took me 15 minutes, and it was 5 rounds of, what was it? 15 heavy kettlebell swings, 15 wall balls, which I used 35 pounds for the kettlebell swings, or about 17 kilos or 16 kilos, and then 8 pounds on the wall balls, because I'm not very good at those right now. They're still new to me. And 200 meter row. So just did rest-based training, so pushed hard and then rested when I need to, and then just kept going as quickly as I could through that circuit. Finished in 15 minutes, and was really trying to work on my rowing posture for that, because I think I need to correct my form. So I was really trying to break it down and kind of slowed me down a little bit, but it was really good to just try and hone my skills on those things. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. I'm gonna make a big ass salad, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Okay, I just finished making my lunch. I'm drinking up the last of my water with apple cider vinegar, which I try and do about 15 minutes before I eat lunch, but it doesn't always happen. It usually happens right beforehand. One thing I haven't mentioned to you guys is that a factor that's affecting kind of how I've been eating are these guys. Not the prettiest thing, sorry. Invisalign. I just started last week, and I have to take it out for everything I drink and eat, so it's definitely made me aware of how much maybe I not unconsciously even grab for things. It's a little tricky to time like my lemon water and my apple cider vinegar water, because you're not supposed to have them in your mouth when you drink those, but you need to have them in as much as possible throughout the day, ideally 20 to 22 hours per day. So that's been a different thing that's just kind of, I'm still figuring out, so it's kind of thrown off my timing of meals a bit too. Okay, I'll show you my food. Okay, so this is my typical, untypical kind of lunch that I would have. I'll start with a big ass salad. It's not too big because we ran out of greens. I'm not sweating it though, because I had my green juice and greens in my smoothie today, so lots of greens already. But took about 2 to 3 cups of mixed greens, salad greens that we get in a big box from Costco. What else is on here? There's pumpkin seeds, there's tuna, I have a lot of tuna today. There's a roasted sweet potatoes, there's some olives, there's a tablespoon of tahini, a teaspoon of olive oil, and a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. And I think that's it. And then this was a tarta I made. It's leftovers of, I was really craving something from Argentina. And so nothing crazy on the crust. I didn't make any cauliflower crust or anything, but just a traditional crust. And this is vegetables, like red pepper, spinach, onion, and tuna, and green onion too. So not the prettiest looking thing, but it tastes pretty good. All right, I'm gonna dig into this. So I just finished lunch. I didn't quite finish the salad. There was, I don't know, maybe like this much, a handful of stuff left. I just was kind of over it maybe. I just didn't want to finish it, and that's fine. So just paid attention to that and didn't eat the bottom part of the crust on the tarta, on the quiche kind of thing that I had. And now I was craving something sweet, so I'm gonna eat some watermelon that we had cut up in the fridge. I want to show you guys what I'm cooking for dinner, because I am worried I'm gonna forget and not show you later what I eat. So just in case I forget, I'm gonna take you on a little tour of what I am cooking now. And let me flip this around. So I am chopping up these little baby potatoes, and I'm gonna roast those with some olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper, and some fresh garlic, and then I'm marinating some chicken breasts. And that has, oh gosh, a whole lot of stuff in it. Balsamic, a little bit of soy sauce, olive oil, and a bunch of seasonings, including fresh garlic. And that's gonna go in the oven. And I have some green beans that are left over from the night before. So that'll be our dinner for tonight. I remembered, here's my plate for dinner, and Ollie's. And Fernando has his plate over there too.
But marinated chicken breast tenders that I got at Costco, some green beans that I cooked up last night, and roasted potatoes. Yeah, so that's, and then I'll probably have a little snack or something sweet later that I will show you then. A little sweet treat after dinner will be this Tita chocolate and like 3 dark chocolate covered almonds. We had some good friends from Argentina bring these for us. Well, really they're for Oli, but I'm just, helping make sure that the 3-year-old does not overeat his chocolate, like a good mom would.